JBN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Police killed man on bail for murder during alleged shootout in Linstead. A man who the police said was on bail on a murder charge was fatally shot in Linstead on Tuesday after he allegedly challenged the police with an illegal gun. The deceased is 33-year-old D'Angelo Creighton, otherwise called Hothead, of Wakefield District, Linstead, St. Catherine. About 12:50 p.m., personnel from the Linstead police station were on patrol in Wakefield when the team received information and proceeded to a house in the district where Creighton resided. The police say was observed holding a handgun, which he pointed in the direction of the advancing police team. The team reportedly took evasive action and fired shots in Creighton's direction. When the shooting subsided, Creighton was seen with gunshot wounds, reportedly still clutching the weapon. The police say the weapon was a Taurus revolver loaded with 4 live rounds and 2 spent shells. Creighton was assisted to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, has launched a probe into the matter. St. Andrew businesswoman charged for father's murder. A woman who evaded the police for 3 years has been charged with the murder of her father. She is 30-year-old businesswoman Bianca Fullerton of Oak Boulevard in St. Andrew. Killed was 57-year-old Brian Fullerton. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that on May 18, 2021, the woman and her father had a dispute, during which he allegedly used a piece of board to strike him multiple times all over his body. The man was later taken to hospital where he succumbed to his injuries on May 22. An investigation was launched, and following a postmortem report that confirmed blunt force trauma as the cause of death, a warrant was issued for Bianca's arrest. She managed to elude lawmen and was finally nabbed during a targeted operation on Friday, July 20. She is scheduled to appear in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday, August 2. Body found in St. James River, believed to be that of Lucy jail escapee. The body of a man pulled from a river in the vicinity of the bypass road under construction in Irwin is believed to be that of one of the escapees from the Lucy lockup over the weekend. The body was taken from the river by the police and firefighters on Monday. It is being theorized that the man was shot and killed sometime between Sunday night and early Monday morning. A police source who spoke on condition of anonymity disclosed that they believe that the body is one of 2 men who escaped from the lockup in the early hours of Sunday morning. The other man was reportedly taken back into custody after being arrested on Sunday. The police have not officially released the identity of the deceased man as yet. According to reports, on Monday at 12:10 a.m., residents stumbled upon a body and summoned the police. Upon the arrival of the lawmen, the unidentified man was seen with gunshot wounds to the upper body. He was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Unidentified man's body found floating in Rio Cobre. The Spanish Town Police are trying to ascertain the identity of a man whose body was found floating in the Rio Cobre in St. Catherine on Tuesday. It is reported that the body was spotted by passers by about 3 p.m. in the vicinity of Dempsey Pen. Police personnel from the Spanish Town Station went to the scene. They say the partially nude body was clad in a white t-shirt. Fire personnel were summoned and the body was removed to the Archers Funeral Home. The police are awaiting a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death. 4 men listed as persons of interest have turned themselves in, say police. 14 men were listed as persons of interest by the Kingston Western Police have turned themselves into the authorities. They are Rashid Lyons, also known as Guess, Ricardo Manning, also known as Ruddy, Roger Lewis, also known as Piglet, and Andy Anderson. Lewis and Anderson were interviewed and released, according to the police. Detectives from the division's Criminal Investigation Branch had named these men after a turf war broke out between rival factions in Craigtown, Kingston. The turf war, which police say involves the Gaza and 110 gangs, has reportedly led to a wave of violence in the area, culminating in a double murder in broad daylight on Sunday. A 48-hour curfew imposed in the community on Sunday has been extended. Still being sought are Garfield Bolt, Roger Allen, also known as Teddy Berry, also known as Bads or King King, Cadian Thompson, also known as Ino, Sanjay Lewis, also known as Lulu, a man known only as Pem Pem, a man known only as JJ, a man known only as Chris, a man known only as Bobo, and a man known only as Panjay. Phillips blasts government for inadequate Hurricane Beryl response. Member of Parliament for North East Manchester, Michael Phillips, says the People's National Party administration will rescue those affected by Hurricane Beryl amid what he describes as an inadequate humanitarian response plan by the government. Phillips blasted the government for what he called a disorganized relief plan, which has left several citizens to the mercy of the elements. The opposition MP contended that with the plight affecting citizens, a government that understands and can address the needs of the people is critical at this time.
As a minister, I run up and down. I take government things from out of the back of the vehicle. When other MPs can't get other resources. Prime Minister flying up and down all over the place. And in 4 weeks, I'm only give out 11,000 food package. 11,000 food package island-wide. So them only survey 4,500 households. When more than 4,000 people in Northwest Manchester, my own constituency, get affected. But that's what them do island-wide. 4 weeks and no farmer has got no seed, no fertilizer. And a finance minister who told them collecting insurance money, only collect 10 billion, with a damage of 40 billion and say only spending 5 billion and him a hold back 5. Serious times. Need a serious government.
He was speaking at a PNP conference in Northern Trelawney on Sunday. Some JPS customers to receive a 40% reprieve on estimated bills. The Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, has announced that some electricity customers receiving estimated bills from the Jamaica Public Service Company Limited, JPSCO, will get a 40% reprieve after it approves a mechanism for calculating those bills following Hurricane Beryl. According to the OUR, the decision follows a July 22 meeting it held with JPS after the latter notified the public about issuing estimated bills to some customers due to its inability to access meters in some areas, especially those badly damaged by Beryl. JPS advised the OUR that for the billing cycle, which commenced on July 8 and as of July 22, 485,000 bills were issued, of which 122,000 customers were billed based on estimated consumption. A further 226,000 were yet to be issued bills, of which 56,000 were to be billed on estimated consumption. Even though JPS is authorized to issue estimated bills, it must be recognized that this arrangement was constructed for normal conditions under circumstances where many communities have had no power for the majority of the billing period and are already feeling the financial fallout with the restoration of their homes and livelihoods. It cannot be fair for them to be asked to pay for more than what they consume, Director General of the OUR, Answar Hewitt, pointed out. Following inquiries with JPS about customer impact and available alternatives to soften the billing impact of consumers, the OUR agreed to a waiver of the mechanism for calculating estimated bills, especially for customers impacted by extended outages. The OUR said the objective is to lessen the impact on people who could bear an increased financial burden if the prescribed regulatory methodology was used. JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.